Good morning, Year 6. So this week we are going to be doing a recap week looking at 2D and 3D shapes, quadrilaterals, irregular and regular polygons, as well as multiplying fractions and nets of shapes. Today you are going to be looking at the different types of triangles. So your learning objective is to identify and discuss different types of triangles. So let's quickly recap. What is a triangle? What can you remember about triangles? A triangle is a three-sided shape. All the sides on a triangle are straight. It is a 2D shape and the angles inside a triangle will always add up to 180. So let's now look a little bit more in depth at the different types of triangles. The first triangle you're going to look at is an equilateral triangle. Okay, think of the name equilateral. What does that make you think of? Okay, equal. What is equal? An equilateral triangle has three equal sides. That word equal means they are the same. All its interior angles are the same. Okay, equal sides, equal angles, equilateral triangle. If the angles in a triangle add up to 180, that must mean that the inside angles of an equilateral triangle are 180 divided by 3 gives us 60. So each angle in an equilateral triangle is 60. It's a really nice, easy one to remember because the start of its name, equal, gives you the big clue. Everything is the same. So the next triangle we're going to look at is an isosceles. Anybody know what the properties are of an isosceles? Okay, look at the picture. So an isosceles triangle has two equal sides and two equal interior angles. And it's the angles at the bottom of the triangle that are equal. Next is a scalene triangle. Unlike the equilateral triangle and the isosceles triangle, nothing is the same. With this one, everything is different. Different sides, different angles. But angles of a triangle must always add up to, 180. So even though all the angles are different, they must still add up to 180. And the last triangle we're going to look at is a right angled triangle. So are there any properties of this triangle that you already know? Think of its name, a right angled triangle. That tells us that one of the angles in this triangle is a right angle. And we should know that right angles are 90 degrees. If one angle is 90 degrees, that also gives us a clue for what the other two angles must be. They must total 90 because we know that angles in a triangle always add up to 180 degrees. The longest side of a right angled triangle is called an hypotenuse. So let's see how well you know triangles. You will now see 6 pictures of triangles. Some you may be able to identify just by looking at them. Others maybe turn slightly or look slightly different. There are measurements next to these triangles. Use the measurements to work out which triangle is which. Okay? Equilateral, all the same size. Isosceles, 2 sides the same. A right angle triangle has a right angle and 1 long side, and a scalene, all different. Can you identify the triangles? Now try sorting these triangles into this Carroll diagram.